Hello and welcome once again to YouTube. Hello and welcome once again to my side of YouTube. This is Luther574, and in this video at this very moment, I will be talking about a game that I've been playing non-stop, religiously. And if anyone that, I don't know, talked to me on Discord who's watching this, the whole reason I haven't been very talkative on Discord is because of the fact that I've been playing this game. It is September 9th, so when this video comes out, you'll probably already know that this certain game, Destiny 2, had a DLC called Forsaken. It's really awesome. There has been a level increase, 50. But on the 14th, I believe, there will be another update. The level will increase again, I believe, to 60, and there will be a raid that's coming out on the 14th. So two things in one. Lovely, because commercials and gameplay of Destiny 2 Forsaken, they've been showing off all these gear with everything at light level 60 and 600. And when it came down to what their level was, well, they were showing off everything. They were level 60. So why have them at level 60 and then have the level cap at 50? Does that make sense to you? Not to me. But anyway, that's not exactly what this video is all about. This video is all about what I believe they should have done with Destiny in Destiny 2. Because later in this week, before it turns September, alright. Alright. So before September came, there was a update for Destiny 2. And instead of having it just Destiny on, the PS4, it was updated, so it would be called Destiny Forsaken, which honestly has me thinking that Destiny 1 and this now Destiny 2 actually have names instead of just Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Because Destiny isn't called Destiny 1. It's just called Destiny. And now Destiny 2 is Destiny Forsaken. So I'm thinking, because even though there will be a DLC coming out for Destiny 2, Destiny Forsaken, I have a strong thought. My brain is bursting to the seams with ideas of what they might do. Because Xur is a character within Destiny who gives you exotic weapons. If you're wondering what exotic weapons are, if you haven't played Destiny at all, exotic weapons are powerful weapons. Exotic armor are powerful armor. You could easily have a 200 power armor, but he'll give you 350 armor. 300 or 340 power armor. So what's the difference between them? They're very powerful, and they're there to give you a huge boost in the game, to give you a lot of help. Because in Destiny, you needed a lot of help. Destiny 2, I don't want to say they made it easy, but when it came down to leveling up without buying the level boost for certain classes of characters that you can play as, it was a whole lot easier to level up. Which, making it a whole lot easier to level up, makes the whole game a whole lot easier. If you played the first part of the Destiny 2, Destiny Forsaken, you have to deal with the Red War, which is the Cabal invasion and whatnot. Gaul decided to, he decided that he was above everyone else. The Guardians have taken light for granted, and all these times that they've been dying and not reincarnating. I don't know exactly what it's called because with the light, these characters, the Guardians, have these little things that float around with them called ghosts. They're not actual ghosts, but they are created by the Traveler, which is the embodiment of light. Light is the power that allows them to come back when they die. They're not zombies, but they can come back. It's pretty much how in games when you're playing, let's say you're playing Mario, you jump off the edge, you got the game over screen, and you can play again, and you can restart at the very beginning, and Mario isn't a zombie. Mario has no scars from the last time you played. It's like that. These ghosts have this light that can revive you. These ghosts can heal you. If you play the game long enough to find out that this power source, light, can be used for power and abilities such as solar energy, arc energy. And now, here's something that is very, very concerning. Because in Destiny and Destiny 2, there is this thing called the Darkness. The Darkness is another entity, like the light. The light is from the Traveler. The Traveler is an entity, turning the light itself into not just a power, but an entity itself, because it's from the Traveler. So, what is the Darkness? It's another power, but for evil? Evil? Who knows? But I've already explained we had solar power and arc power. Now, I'm not just gonna say power. When your character that you play as, you have three, count them, three abilities. There's the arc subclass, the solar subclass, and the void subclass. Now, the void subclass in one of the lores of the game makes it very obvious and shows us that the void power subclass is not from the light. When you're using any kind of void subclass, it's actually from the darkness. So, what it kind of makes you think, are you the good guy? Are not the Titans, the Guardians, are Guardians the good guys? And is everyone else bad? Who knows? But there is the Taken. The Taken are beings of the darkness. But they haven't always been of the darkness, because the light had been sheltered them for so long. And after the light moved on to share its greatness with others that believed that deserved it, because the traveler is in fact a living being, it can make choices. It can choose who gets the light, the power to come back after they die. There is a certain, like, I'd probably already talked about Xur. Xur has a very strong connection with the Nine. So I watched earlier today, when it was PM. Right now it's 5 a.m. That there was a theory talking about how the nine are could possibly be the entities that Xur is being controlled by. Oh no, someone's being controlled by other people. But there is a possibility that Xur is being controlled by the Nine, and the Nine is using Xur as a postman to help the Guardians with good items. But since the Nine don't need these items, because the Nine is so omnipotent and all-powerful that they don't need them. To them, these powerful items are just pieces of trash that they can just get rid of whenever. But you're going to notice in this video that in Destiny 2, no, you are going to notice in this video that I'm going to be talking about the Nine a lot. Now, the whole reason I say this is because, like I said before, Destiny is just Destiny. Destiny 2, which was just Destiny, is now Destiny Forsaken. And in Destiny Forsaken, there is this thing that you can play called the Trials of the Nine. The Nine. Trials of the Nine. Xur being controlled by the Nine. What is the Nine? Who are the Nine? Now, I've told you about a YouTube video who had a bunch of theories on what they were. They could easily be war minds. They could easily be gods. But now, there's also very firm evidence of some other entities that are actually known within Destiny on who the Nine could be. Because there are, in the game, there are a total of 9 ghosts. Now, do you remember what I said about the ghosts? The Traveler made the ghosts. These ghosts can talk. They can revive their guardian. I'm sorry. So, there has been evidence of a total of 9 ghosts that have traveled the darkness and survived without a ship. Could these ghosts be part of the 9? Could they be the 9? Could they be the ghosts of the 9. Because instead of just having 9 ghosts who could survive out in space without a ship, or just without their guardians, it's just crazy. But this other dude that I was watching was talking about the Void subclass and just Void magic in general. Void power in general. Because Void has darkness within it. There's a possibility that Void is darkness itself. So why would I be talking about Void and the darkness all at the same time? Because there are in fact guardians, a total of 9 of them possibly, that have decided to stay with their Void subclass. Because of the fact that when they use the Void subclass, they lose their self every time. Every time they have to fight, every time they fight, they rely on the Void when it comes down to where you are. When it comes down to what you're doing and why you're doing it. Are you doing it for you? Or are you doing it for a greater cause? There's a thin line between light and darkness. Where do you align? The words from Prince Uldren before you shoot him in the face. With Cade's gun. Now Cade 6, is a exo with a human conscience in it. My ear had some sound. That was so weird. Yes. Cade 6 is a exo. You can call these exos just a robot, or what do they call it? Not robot, but android. Even though there's nothing human about him except for the way he does everything, because he has human conscience within him. But like I was saying, the darkness within the Void subclass. And when Prince Uldren asks you, tells you that there is a thin line between darkness and light, which do you reside? If you did not think about if Prince Uldren in the Forsaken DLC deserved to be shot, he was already beaten. He was trying to revive his sister. He was being used. He was played. And ultimately, he was defeated. He was being used by a Taken, who made them sound and look just like his sister. And when he finally was able to release his sister, he knew something was wrong. Which is why when you finally get to the end of the story, it's not truly the end of the story, but when you get to that point, you can hear him saying, no, 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 no. this is not how it was supposed to be. Because he knew that wasn't his sister. Would you kill man just because of one person? After seeing all of what he's went through, would you not give him a chance to live? Which now, when your guardian, hunter, warlock, titan shot him in the face, where are you? Where were you? Like, where is your character? Is your character turning to the darkness? Or are you in the light? Because anything that you could do when it comes down to killing people, you can easily kill someone just to get to some place to do something good. Because when it comes down to it, what you see as good, somebody else could see as evil. Let's think about this. Prince Uldren thought that his sister was dead, so he could find a way to bring her back. But when it came down to it, he was being blatant. So he killed Cayde Six because he was in his way. Prince Uldren was trying to break out of prison to bring his sister back to life. It just so happened that you and Cayde Six were in the prison. Cayde Six got caught up in a situation where he could have easily just waited at some point, in some area, in some corner, for the Guardian to join in help. But that's not what happened. Cayde Six, being the guy he is, he's a man of action. He does whatever it is that he wants to do. But he was too cocky and he was too overconfident. And when it came down to it, from the Red War, when Dominus Gall took the light, everyone was without it. And for that very first time, when they die, they stay dead. When they got their light back, nothing changed. All that mattered was, you now have light. Do you play life as if it's a game? Do you play with your life as if you could die at any moment just to come back? No. You keep fighting, and you make sure everything you do is vital. You make sure that every move you take is important. You make sure that every shot counts. Every magazine is not wasted. Every bullet is a precise precision shot. The Guardians misused the light. And when Dominus Gall came and took it from them, they were helpless. They wanted to give up. Zambala, he is the Titan Guardian, who everyone looked towards for guidance, because he acts as a leader. The Warlock, Ikora, exactly the same thing. They're all leaders. Cayde Six, he's a wild card, but he's also a leader in his own way. But when it comes down to Cayde Six and everyone else, they have great pride and great misuse of the light. Zimbala could easily take care of his own situations, but when it came down to it, he still misused the light. Same thing with Ikora and Cayde. Now, knowing that the light could easily be taken away, Ikora and Zimbala learned from that lesson that your life can be taken without the light. There is no coming back. But Cayde, he didn't learn that much, being so that he is a human in an exosuit. Humans never change, but when it comes down to it, I believe there will be a Destiny 9. What does that mean? You're probably wondering, what does it mean that there will be a Destiny 9? Destiny the 9, or Destiny, the story of the 9. Or I don't know, because I'm thinking that they're going to make a third game of Destiny. Would this make sense? Yes. But if they don't, they're probably going to make more DLCs for Destiny 2, Forsaken. And just have whatever it is to bring us some more culture. I can't remember the word for it. But whatever it is, they have to give us something about the 9. And if you're not going to make a new Destiny game that's all about the 9, have us talk to the 9, be able to, communicate with them. But to be honest, if you could say anything about Destiny 2, Forsaken, and how you got your new subclass for in the game, you get a total of 9 new subclasses. And when you do the mission of Vision of Trees in IO, I could be going crazy, but when I hear that voice that explains everything, I believe there's a total of 9 voices talking all at once. So when it came down to it, Ikora could have been misled that the Traveler was talking. I don't think so. I believe it was the 9. The 9 communicated through the Traveler. But anyway, this has been Luther 574, and that was a whole lot of my thought and some of my I went on a huge tangent in this video. It's like 28 minutes long. I am so sorry about that. If you watched this video all the way up until now, I am sorry. But if you enjoyed this video, hey, give it a thumbs up. If this is my very first video that I've made that you've watched and you enjoyed this, hey, slap that subscribe button. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. If you have ideas for videos that I should do, hey, put that in the comment section. Bye-bye.